friends, we're doing a little bit of a day in the life. Jelly, are you okay under there? Are you okay? Okay, well, anywho, day in the life, you guys probably realize, oh, she doesn't really do very much. I'm gonna take you through what things will, like, generally speaking, look like. Every day is different. Right now, I'm just prepping for my clients because I have client calls all day. Jelly, I don't want to roll over your tail. Okay, because I have client calls all day. And then, yeah, today's all clients, tomorrow's clients, today's Tuesday. Thursday's clients. I've got a few meetings mixed in there later in the week as well. But yeah, you guys kind of seen how I start my morning. I've just posted a bunch of Instagram stories of some nuggets before I get into these client calls, but there's really not much that happens. I sit here, I do my client calls, I check in on Slack before I jump in. I'm also in the process of finishing writing a bunch of Instagram posts and getting them all scheduled before my big program Queen Alchemy starts, because that takes up a lot of my time, so I don't like to allocate time to do admin or like think that I have a lot of time, because I really don't. And we're also prepping stuff for my LA event, which is very exciting, a little pop-up event that we're doing, a fun little thing. And then what else do we have? I'm also doing prep stuff for my next 2 immersions, New York and Europe as well. So there's just a lot of behind the scenes random stuff happening. And then there's like book and all that stuff, but my team's kind of doing that because I don't have time to allocate to that. So they're very much doing that. For those of you that saw my recent reel on Instagram, you would know that my fiance now works for my company, which is really exciting, and it's been really amazing with the book. So that is something that I'll probably talk about later, but just, yeah, this is what I'm doing. So let's jump into the day. Okay, I'm about to get on a client call, so I'm going to leave you guys and obviously turn the camera off for her. So I've got her notes here and about to get on the call. And then basically my plan is for today, between my calls, like, because I only generally speaking have like 15 minutes between a call. By the time I kind of get off, go to the bathroom, get water, whatever. So my plan is between the calls is just to be doing Instagram story stuff, and then also making Instagram reels, and just like easy kind of content that I can jump in and out of doing. So that's the plan. All right, bye. Client is done, that one. I'm going through and I'm answering a bunch of my one-on-one clients' voice messages, because they have the ability to send me voice messages or like questions or share wins or just kind of like ask for advice. So I'm answering some of them, answering my team's Slack as well, and I have a few things to help my assistant with, just like random house things. Like she needs me to like choose photos so that she can print them so we can get them framed. It's just like, if you get it, if you've recently moved. We moved into this house September last year, and I'm like, we've done maybe 40% of it, and I've spent so much time, so much money on doing the house, and I literally feel like we're about 40% done. There is so much more to do, but I'm in this phase currently of just like, I've paused house stuff because I just need to focus on other things, and it's just an extra thing on my mind. So I'm in a phase of less house and more just like focused work. Like I'm really in this less is more right now. Like I'm enjoying my gardening, which I'll show you guys later, and like those kind of things, which has made a really huge difference for me. And I'm like, you know what, I just want to enjoy the house as it is right now, enjoy my life as it is right now, and then once I feel ready to, I'll then pick up and start doing more house stuff. But you know, even though we've been paying my mum to do all the interior design, which has been a huge load, highly recommend, and I did a podcast with her that you should definitely listen to, and I highly recommend hiring a designer if you're busy, because I just don't have the time to like make the decisions, do the sourcing. Like she does everything, but even though she does everything, she still needs me to confirm things. She still has to send emails. Like there's still so much back and forth. There's still so much time that you have to invest when working with a designer, even though they're doing 90% of the time consuming stuff, which is just crazy. I'm like, oh my God, doing houses just really takes so long. So I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, that's what Sarah's doing for me, which is just a few little things. And I'm just ticking things off our project management system, replying to messages, when did Meg send that? 7th. Okay, that's done. So that's what I'm doing in between client calls. I gotta quickly go downstairs to my fiance's office. He needs me to come down. We're trying to set up like some fucking shit that won't link, some tech stuff. He's great with tech. So I'm gonna go do that now. Hi, Jelly. Okay, clients are done for the day. I just went into the bathroom to quickly freshen up a little bit because I sweat in my client calls because I get such intense visceral responses a lot of the time from us just like healing, moving, clearing things. So often I'm like stinky. Like, yeah, anyway, especially when I do breath work with clients, and today I had a breath work session with a client, so there was like some smelly smells happening. Okay, I am just finishing up the day with a bit of admin. I'm scheduling my not scheduling my post, but I'm writing my posts. So I've just made some reels and I schedule them all so that they're done in advance. And as I have Queen Alchemy coming up, my goal is to have all of my content done until the end of September, until the end of October if I can. It's like, if I can do that, I'm gonna be so fucking proud of myself. So I'm really working hard. That's my goal right now, just to bring a lot more ease into those few months, like a month and a half, when I do Queen Alchemy, just because it is a really full on program and it does take a lot of my time, like a lot of my time. So I just like to kind of be as prepped as possible. So that's what I'm doing now, replying to some team messages, and then I'm gonna go out into the garden and do some gardening. Oh, I kind of have to run to Pikes, don't I? Fuck. I kind of do need to go to Pikes to... Okay, I'm gonna do like 10 minutes of this and I have to run to the gardening store really quick. Oh shit, no, he has the car. Damn it, okay. Won't be doing that. I'm making salmon and like a Greek-inspired salad-y thing to go on the side. But we eat very hearty meals. I'm not one for like rabbit food by any means. So a lot of you have also shared with me that you hate cooking, or you just think the cooking is really boring and you struggle to know what to do. Pinterest is my best friend, truly. Now, obviously, for those of you that don't know, I actually used to be a recipe developer in a past life before this became my job. As I was growing my business, Monica Yates Health, I was being a recipe developer for a company, and I also had a food blog. Some of you might remember the food blog. And it was amazing. I loved it. I really did. That was the start of me running this business, and it evolved to what it now is. And you know, it evolved very quickly, which is great. So I naturally have, I guess, a desire to get creative in the kitchen. I'm fortunate enough that I was also raised in a household where cooking was the norm. We barely ate out. I remember growing up and like my friends would order Thai food, like with sleepovers and stuff, like with their family, and I never even had Thai food before, like out in, like as takeout. And that's a really common kind of takeout thing, maybe in Australia, maybe in the world, I don't know. But I'm not a takeout person. I don't eat a lot of food out unless I'm like in Europe, and then I'm like, give me all the food. So I cook a lot at home. I do. So the key thing I always think about is good quality produce. That makes a really big difference. I find that I enjoy cooking even more when I have gotten veggies from the farmer's market. You can feel the love in the vegetables. So I love that. And then also cooking with color. If you're in my behind the scenes bubble, I dropped you guys a question thread about like, what do you struggle with cooking? And so you guys left a bunch of really great questions. So I am gonna answer those if I haven't already by the time you watch this video. And I will endeavor to make another YouTube video about like with some cooking things. I feel like one day I'll release a fucking proper cookbook or something. But if you don't know, on my website, I actually have a heap of recipes from back in my food blog days. I kept them because they're all incredible and really valuable. And that could be a really great starting point for some of you. But I always try to think about color. I always try to think about color and adding a heap of flavor in terms of spices and herbs and lemon juice. Just like the smallest little things can go really, really far. And if you think about color, it can be a really helpful thing to just get more creative and to have more fun. Let's go do some gardening and check on all the plants. We've got zucchini growing, all the cute little things. Look at these little guys. All right. Guys, look at my little raspberries coming up. I'm at the very beginning stages of doing my veggie patch, but these little raspberries are my pride and joy right now. And it's growing another little baby one down here as well. You want to get on camera, Bubba? Hey. Hello. Hi, Jelly. Do you want to come inside? Jelly, is there something in your mouth? Jelly? I knew there was something in your mouth. Ew. Ma'am, get inside. Get in. Little rascals, Bubba. What do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself, Jelly? Oh, ma'am, you want attention. Like, fuck. Oh, and baby wants attention. So at nighttime, I often just do really easy work that doesn't require a lot of brain power. Sometimes I'll watch a TV show at the same time, but honestly, I'm not much of a TV watcher, so I'm generally just doing work or reading my book or having time with my beautiful fiance.